Hey, I'm Amethyst Goddess from InAlignment Ministries, and today I will be doing a reading for Gemini, okay? So this is for the month of July, but that's not to say that you don't, once you see that July has passed, if you come here at a later time, that there may not be any messages for you. So you may want to check it out. If the title stands out to you, honor that. If it sounds like there's some information that you can take it. It's really not like something that you can like, oh, is this bad or is this good to do or what not to do. Whatever really resonates with you, go with it. Trust yourself, okay? So I'm just getting my cards together, my decks. I'm only using 3 decks today. This is the Psychic, it's almost gone, Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. Okay, and this is my go-to Barberi Zodiac Oracle. And my good old faithful right away, okay? So let's see here. And all the information you need as far as booking me, whether it's for a personal reading or even an energy healing session, is all in the description box, okay? I also have some merchandise available that you can check out on my website as well. So, all right, let's go. Okay, so immediately when I access Gemini's energy, I heard double standards. I love when I hear birds chirping. I don't know if the audio is sensitive enough to actually pick it up, but I'm just like hearing the birds chirping. It's so beautiful. That may be a sign for you as well, or a confirmation. But I'm getting double standard in a sense, like, say for instance, if you're a woman and you're in a man-driven or male-driven industry or environment, say for instance, if you've always been taught like the boys or men get priority and like women or girls are of servitude, or the women have to go under the man as far as, you know, like I said, priority, or even as far as what they want to do is in regards to ambition, drive, career choices, whatever you may pick in your life, it's all surrounded by men versus women kind of thing. You get what I'm saying? And there's some in traditional roles or ancient, or how can I say, I heard prehistoric. It's not necessarily prehistoric, but it's kind of outdated beliefs, okay, that maybe your family or your surroundings may have adopted that no longer is suitable for your beliefs, okay, or your perspective. Let's see. Some of you may be considering travel as part of your career, or you're considering relocating. I heard change dynamics. So something you may be interested in, whether it's a relationship, a career, a look, or even your belief system, is really there's a contrast between what you were taught or raised, or the environment that you may be in. The customs are different in comparison to yours. Like you would be considered like extreme or weird or odd, and you like really like think out the box, outside the box. Creative, inventive, innovative. Okay, so let's get the overall energy. Thank you, Gemini, for giving me those messages to tap into your energy. Let's go. Let's get the overall or crowning energy for your reading. Okay, and I just heard God's plan. I is Drake's song in regards to that? I can't even get. I'm seeing the video, but I can't even get the song lyrics. But I heard God's plan, and I immediately thought of Drake. So the first card, that the crowning energy, is Virgo. Okay, a Virgo is about I analyze. Okay, they are a fellow sign that's ruled by Mercury. So I need to just get information from this card. Even though Virgo is about I analyze, when I touched the card, I heard I desire. So desire is more so like scorpionic energy. And achieve. Some of you are trying to figure out how are you going to achieve your desires. Like, what is the blueprint to your type of success, how you deem success? Some of your ideas may be cluttered or stuck like inside your head, as far as actually pulling them out and then just actually just starting them one by one, as far as tasks leading up to those achievements. I don't know, this card gives me like this mermaid energy. Okay, that may be of some significance. Okay. So now we're going to look into the positives for July. Okay. And it makes sense that you may be in this phase right now, because full moon in Capricorn is pretty much here. And we have some retrogrades that I'm getting like there's an influence. There's an influence as far as making some decisions as far as your career. How do you deem stability and success? What does that look like for you? Cancer is about the home, right? But with that Capricorn energy, is that balance, like saying, okay, the energy of Capricorn is more so like a masculine energy, in the sense of getting to it, action oriented, driven, ambition. This is the energy that I'm sensing from Capricorn. And that basically that like Saturn energy. So it's like a thing where, okay, what needs to be done, how to handle stuff. Are things overlapping into your personal life, and how are you going to rectify it? Is there a conflict at home that it's influencing or affecting your work life? When you hear Cancer energy, it's like that nurturing of relationships, like intimate relationships within the home. And some of those issues that you may have at home, as far as what is perceived as a man or a woman's position in the home, caretakers, what your role is growing, what was told to you, or how you were cultured, what your culture said as far as how a woman or a man's supposed to be. Those dynamics were influenced with like that energy of Cancer. And so you're looking at, I'm just getting based off Gemini's energy, you're looking at, how can I have this and that, personal life and work life? How can I not disrupt the dynamics in my personal life, my home life, but be able to pursue my dreams? That is what I'm getting from the Gemini energy. And I'm sure some of you follow me. It took me a while to get there, because it's like right here, and I'm just trying to sort it out, because it's like a whole bunch of messages coming in. So it's a thing where some of you may be trying to appease or you walk on eggshells in regards to what your true nature or what your true energy wants to do. You may want to just step out and just do all the things you want to do, no hesitation, just take a leap of faith, do all kinds of stuff, right? But with this energy, it's challenging you to have order or have structure in how you want to achieve those things. To not just take a leap of faith and just go at it, but have some type of patience, planning, organization, structure, prioritization, all that kind of stuff to get to where you're trying to be. And you may have a guilt of feeling like you're leaving something behind because you're so used to nurturing that home front. And some of you, I'm getting that you may be kind of young. I'm getting 20s, but some of you, I'm actually hearing 40s. Like, say for instance, if you were a stay-at-home mom and now you actually want to go back into the workforce or return to things that you once loved as far as your passions, your business ventures or what have you, and you kind of feel guilty. And some of you may not have that strong support system to encourage you and support you and motivate you and assure you that you can go on and do the things that you want to do, and I got your back kind of thing. You get what I'm saying? Some of you are actually going against the grain in a sense. Give me another positive. Yeah. So it's just confirming basically that energy right here, if you notice, is similar. Sacral. Okay? And I know sometimes the Virgo, they may govern some of the stuff that's going on in the digestive system. Okay? And some other part. I can check that out actually right quick. This is just one of my go-to charts. Yeah, so Virgo rules the intestines. Let me see what your sign rules. Arms and lungs. So some of you may have a hard time during this time as far as explaining or expressing or communicating what you're attempting to do as far as your life to others. It may be a challenge as far as, like, say for instance, you have a deadline of saying, hey, this is what I want to do, this is how I want to do it, but your throat, or just like because it's saying lungs, so that communication channel is hard to convey what you're trying to say because you're a little timid or you're a little nervous or hesitant in regards to what you're saying, because you're hoping you don't receive backlash, or you're hoping that you'll be accepted or buy some more time. And right now, even as I speak, excuse me, excuse me, is real challenging. Okay, because that's the energy that I'm getting. It's real challenging as far as the throat, as far as communication. Even though you deal with the, like I said, with the lungs, I missed it again. Arms and lungs, there may be some issues as far as expression. Okay? So the positives that I got was the sacral energy. You're feeling passionate about some things. Like you really are in the phase of creation. Okay? And I might clarify that. Next is accelerated motion. Remember I said that some of you may have that energy of like go, go, go. But there's some things that you had to place in order. It's good that you actually are motivated and are driven, because I feel like some of you were in a creative rut. And so now that you're getting these good ideas, or you've been sparked by some things you may have saw online, like interesting concepts of how you could put your things together as far as your ideas, you are motivated, okay? And this is to your advantage. This is the disruption card. This is like tower energy. So the towers are really good when you think about it, because it moves way to that transformation that you're shooting for anyway. Sometimes we are uncomfortable with tower moments because we don't want to shake things up in our home life, our work life, make other people uncomfortable. But it's come a time where you are actually what I like to call the initiator of change. Okay. Let me go ahead and clarify exactly what you want accelerated and what's going to accelerate. Okay, so stability in your life, your wishes, it's making them concrete, right? Pentacles is about stability. It's about finances, career. It's about putting things like on a firm foundation. It's your inheritance. It's your legacy. Okay? This is what you're moving towards. And Virgo is an earth sign, so that's good that you're actually doing that. That's what I like about the Virgo energy. We get those intuitive downloads, but they're able to, I heard effortlessly, but they're able to basically make them concrete. They're similar to the water sign Pisces, which is their opposite. Okay. They have the ability to, not saying Pisces is not, but sometimes they don't even realize that what they're doing is spiritual, where they're getting those inspirations or those downloads and actually channeling it. And they're very intuitive, whether they may realize it or not, and they're able to not only conceptualize, but actually materialize those things that they receive intuitively. Okay, what is this emotion? Right, so really you guys are really focused on your stability right now. You're really focused on being independent and nurturing your dreams, your ideas, your security. Okay, and remember I told you some of the people I'm speaking to are women. Okay, disruption. What is disruption, please? Now I heard pregnancy with this. Okay, so some of you are maybe pregnant, like literally expecting right now a baby, or you may be in that phase of what I expressed earlier. Okay, you're like in that incubator where you're generating like the ideas, and they're coming into fruition, and so you're developing yourself. Because you're doing that, you're actually molding yourself to be that empress. Okay. Three of Swords. I heard disappointment with this card. So what you're doing, what you're working towards may be disappointing others, because some of your environments may have been controlling. Some of your environments may have coerced or guided you to be going this path, but in actuality you are supposed to go this way. You may even break some hearts as far as relationships, but that's okay. They'll be okay. This is 4 of Swords. Okay, so 4 and 3 is 7. The 7 of Swords is like about strategy. And give me something on the sacral. Yeah, wish fulfillment, the sacral. 9 of Cups. So you're actually, and it's more so, I'm getting a more selfish energy within the 9 of Cups. So it's not about a collective mission. It's about your mission. It's about what you want. And that's perfectly okay, because we all have certain missions, okay? We all have certain things that we're here to accomplish, purposes, experiences that we're supposed to have. So if you're not experiencing life and fulfilling what you need to fulfill, then you're subjecting yourself to unhappiness, and people pleasing in a sense. Give me the challenges for Gemini, please, in the month of July. Okay. I believe this is like a magician energy, which is like that Virgo, Gemini energy. And I'm going to clarify. Remember I was telling you, you're trying to get into the firm foundation, establishing a firm foundation. Some of it may be challenging for you on how to make things concrete. Okay? I'm hearing, but how? But how? Give me one more. You have all the good qualities to make whatever you need to make happen. Remember I was talking about the patience and planning. So this is a challenge as far as getting organized. But that energy, I'm getting a Saturn energy, okay? A Saturn Capricorn energy that is forcing you to, or coercing you to go in a certain direction. And not go in blindsided is something that you need to learn as far as a lesson that you need to basically put the power back in your hands. That's what I'm hearing, okay? Some of you have given your power away to people, to situations, circumstances, career, environments, whether it's even your employer, just letting them railroad you or basically control your life. What is awareness? What is your awareness? And I mentioned 7, but I just realized there's a 7 here for patience and planning. I don't know if you can see that. I think it's more so the confidence, what you receive from awareness. Give me one more card. Give me 2 more. Okay, that's fine. So awareness, I clarified it. This is the 6 of Wands. I'm getting the belief system needs to be modified. Knowing that you can actually achieve what you're set out to accomplish or whatever the case may be. You receive intuitively the information. Remember I said the Hangman, which is like the Piscean card. Like to change your perspective and like actually take a pause and see like you have all the tools. You have the wisdom, you have the intuition to really surrender to the process. But I'm hearing some form of rejection. Some of you may actually be sacrificing your desires for the collective or for the common good, whatever that may be. But it's conflicting with you. You have a ton of choices. And some of it can be confusing for you, Gemini. And some of you need to put an end to it's more so subconscious. You need to put an end to it. Because this is dealing with all crown energy right here. Allowing yourself to have that change will bring out some accomplishments for you in a support group that people want to celebrate you and you know, have that recognition. But in order to receive that type of support, you have to step out on faith and believe in yourself. What is patience and planning for? You may be dealing with a Scorpio. You may even be dealing with a Virgo. Say, for instance, if you have a relationship with a Virgo, I just got this. If you're even dealing with a Virgo, the Virgo is like, okay, I don't mind if you actually want to do what you want to do, but have a plan. Give me the plan. What give me the blueprint. What are you trying to accomplish? Whether it may be an employer, or like if you have like a mentor, or it may be a parental figure. It may even be a significant other that you have a relationship and you have to discuss like goals, plans, you know, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And they want you to be a little bit transparent, because I'm seeing that some of you may have your cards close to your chest, okay? You don't necessarily want to explain everything, because some of you don't really even know all that you need to do. And you really don't have a plan, right? And some of you are just timid, like you're scared to actually communicate what you want to do. But like, I'm hearing like a fear not kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like a fear not type of energy. And it's really calling for you to say, what are you putting your energy into? If you're putting your energy to your creative projects or ventures, then you will receive the karmic reward as far as that. You will receive balance and justice in your life. That it will all pan out for you. That it will be fair. King of Cups came out as well. Some of you need to have, because there's scorpionic energy in here too, that has been coming out. But this is calling for you to have healthier boundaries as well. Because sometimes you kind of, some of you are, I'm getting that you kind of, not talk too much, but like some things that you're working on, you know, is going to get a certain response. Instead of giving some information too early, maybe like hold on to it, work on it a little bit longer. Like maybe you need to tell them once you're done, especially if you're in a controlling dynamic, or sometimes letting people know too soon about what you got going on, it can kind of sabotage you or trip you up too. So it's really based on, you know, your dynamics. You know how to communicate that, if you know what I mean as far as those situations. I'm sure Spirit has given you some kind of inkling on if you need to show your cards or if you don't need to show your cards. Some of you may just be paranoid or just hyper sensitive, where you're kind of expecting the worst. Give me another card for patience and planning. Yeah, some of you are planning an exit strategy. 8 of Cups. You know the situation has run its course and it's time to go, but you may not have all your ducks in a row, and you don't want to sabotage what you got going on privately, because if you reveal things now, this is for the ones that are in these type of situations, specifically like controlling situations. You may not want to reveal everything right now, because it will actually hurt you. Until you have some things set in motion, you don't really feel comfortable as far as explaining what you got going on. Because probably what you'll say is, it might end up to be a lie, to be honest. But you do recognize it's time to move on, to leave things behind. And some of you is the disillusionment. Some of you is the perspectives or behaviors that have really sabotaged you more so than relationships themselves. Is your perspective that has influenced that. Okay, so now we're doing our heads up, and then we will be done with all the air signs for July. Okay. Okay, we'll give the heads up for July. Some of you may be dealing with cancers. I just heard cancers. Give me 2 more. Okay. Give me 2. 1 more. Come on. Oh, up one more. Thank you. Give me a few more than what I asked for, but that's all right. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so authority. Okay. I heard government on this. I know the Empress card came out. Some of you actually, you leveling up is helping you with a connection, with a divine connection. You leveling up, because here's the thing, in some dynamics, especially if you're dealing with that type of level of energy, you can't come in half-stepping. You get what I'm saying? In order for it to be an energetic match, there may be some things that you have to let go. You have to adopt new perspectives, new belief systems, clean house from past hiccups, relationships, or what have you. So you may be leveling up for this type of connection, an emperor and an empress connection. Some of you are actually expecting something from the government. Nine of Cups type energy. This is fulfillment of wishes. And I heard what you asked for, you are getting. So that may be a confirmation for someone. Triumph and success. Remember I was saying that some of you are getting spiritual downloads and divine inspiration to initiate some things in your life. And Wheel of Fortune. And I think I grazed over it a little bit when I was talking about the karmic wheel of justice. And then lo and behold, the Wheel of Fortune energy coming out of the Destiny card. Okay. Rest and rejuvenate. That Seven of Cups energy looks like, they look like options, but it look like some confusion in there too. So some of you need to like rest your mind, like rest your brain. You know, air signs tend, you know, to be in their head, which makes sense. But some of you have been overwhelmed with that. And you need to really just leave things as they are. Take a break, walk away. Excuse me. Take a few days, a couple of days. Okay? Then the truth. So some of you are having some finality. Some finality as far as some decisions. You're coming and making decisions and not being indecisive anymore. That you realize that it's time for exploration. Okay? This is a good reading, believe it or not. This is a really good reading. And lastly, stand your ground. Isn't that something? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Stand your ground. And I heard no more politics, okay? That's what's up. That is what's up. So that's all I have for you, Gemini. It was a pleasure. Thank you, thank you, thank you for letting me access your energy and being able to bring these messages to you, for you. Okay. Again, if you need to book me, you want to follow me on social media, all of that information is in the description box. Be well. Take care.